Whether it's to stay out of the cold, stay on a home fitness schedule, or stay the course at your local gym, a treadmill can be the perfect part of a complete workout. But let's face it, at times, walking or running in place can get to be a bit boring. Joining us now to liven things up is Lorene Cachola. Lorene, do you have some treadmill tricks for us today?
Well, Joe, I just may, because the treadmill can actually give you a really well-rounded workout. And we don't want to avoid it just because we are worried that it might be a little monotonous. So here to make sure that that doesn't happen is personal trainer Wendy Holmes. Wendy, thanks for joining us.
My pleasure.
Now, when we think of treadmills, we think of walking, we think of running. Is there really anything that we can do to change that aspect of it?
Yes, that's why I'm here today. I'm going to demonstrate a few exercises for us that are very different. They're going to add variety to your workout, and so that spices it up a little bit and changes it, and that's what we want in a well-rounded workout.
So you're going to show me that the treadmill can actually be interesting.
It is, well, yeah, and even fun. How about that?
Oh, okay.
So what I'm going to have you do is, I have it, you want a really slow speed, a 1.5 to 2 miles per hour, so not your regular walking and jogging speed. And what I'm going to have you do is just go into a lunge, a walking lunge, and you're just going to keep alternating the leg. There you go. A lot of times we do this exercise on the floor, but this is just another way to do it. The belt assists you. In other words, it's not going to stop. You're going to have to keep stepping into it, just like that. And you'll feel this in the quads and the glutes, and you've got good posture and hanging onto the rails. That's exactly how you should do it.
So if you can't get out on the street or on the park to do this, you can
use your treadmill. Okay, another thing you can do is, if that's the front, I want you to slowly hold on to the side and turn sideways. And now we're doing a little sidestepping here. Again, we've got a nice, slow, controlled speed. And now you're changing up your muscle groups. Now you're going to start to feel this more in the inner, outer thighs of the legs. And it teaches you to have to focus on your agility and some of that.
Now, should you be switching your legs behind you? Or?
Yeah, well, this is interval, so I want you to keep that one leg. When you're facing this direction, you do want that leg to come cross in front.
Okay.
From here, to switch sides so your legs don't get tangled up, you face the front. And you reestablish, get your bearings, straight. Then you switch to the other side again, crossing the leg in front. And do hold on to the side rail for safety.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about if you want to speed things up?
Yeah. So, a lot of times we're walking or jogging on the treadmill, but how about some skipping? So now I want you to speed it up a little.
Okay.
And this is what I call kind of fun. It's invigorating. It's actually a little bit less impactful than an actual run.
I have to remember how to skip again.
Yeah, see, look at you, you're good. And what you're doing, you're here, you're good. You're holding on to the rail again as a safety. But as you begin to feel more comfortable, it's okay to let your arms come at your side, and you can kind of play around with the speed. You use this as an interval, so you might do this for 30 seconds, and then change your speed to go back to your walk or jog, and again, kick it back into a skip.
Okay. Well, you've shown me a lot of things for the lower body. Is there anything that you can do for the upper body or your abs on a treadmill?
There is, believe it or not. This is a quite versatile machine, isn't it? Today I'm going to have you do an ab workout using a treadmill that has handrails. And we have those, so you're going to put your hands here to the side. And now I want you to tuck your knees up towards you. Now, for this action to happen, you're using those abs. So really exhale as you tuck the legs up and back down. And I like how your feet, you could, if you need to, pause in between each one, or you barely, don't go all the way to the bottom and bring the knees back up.
Wow, I could really feel that.
You can. And if you do that for like 10 to 20 times for one set, and then you could add 2 or 3 sets to that.
Well, Wendy, thanks. You've shown so many creative things that we can do on a treadmill. And thanks for joining us. And we'll see you next time with more ways to look good and feel great.